majority of them, we see them overseer or health assistant instead of doctor, or instead of engineers. Definitely it is hard for them. If you, same way if you walk in the ministry, you'll hardly find them. So from now onwards, every political party or the government, whoever in the government, should address the problem in the beginning, not wait until the last moment. I hope it will be solved that way. And in the meantime, we are having political revolution now, and hopefully soon it will be solved. And it is time for economic revolution. And everybody should, as I told you earlier, that everybody should have rights to determine that they could be this or that, and there should be means for that. What do you think? This, after the political revolution, there is a future of Nepal for economic prosperity?
Let me add one thing about the Tarai. I agree with you that nobody should be discriminated, and everybody should have an equal right. But I think, while doing some sort of agreements, of far-reaching importance, it has always to be done within the framework of democracy and our abiding commitment to national integrity, sovereignty, and independence. That is the vital thing, because in the name of promoting, the interest, in the name of promoting the interest of a specific group or certain groups, Sri Lankan government cannot have an agreement with the Tamils at the moment. That is why the tension has been going there for the last more than 2 decades. Because, there are certain things that you can't compromise. There are certain things that you can't compromise, nor should you compromise while making truce or agreements with some political forces. You have to be very careful, because you have always to ensure that national integrity, sovereignty, and independence of a country is not undermined. You have always to be careful about that. So this is what I think. As far as the economic revolution, though, just now you raised, is concerned, yeah, we need, because we are a very poor country. We are an underdeveloped country. But how can you expect a political revolution, economic revolution in our country in such a situation? There is complete chaos. There is complete chaos. There is instability. There is violence. There is terror. How can you expect economic revolution? It is just wishful thinking at the moment. You need to create an appropriate atmosphere to promote economic revolution. Certainly, economic revolution presupposes or demands a stable political situation, first of all. So, it is just a wishful thinking at the moment, I think. It's good to have economic development, economic revolution. But at the moment, in view of what is going on in our country at the moment, I don't think that we are capable of launching any economic revolution.
You are right in that sense, but what I think that economic revolution should start right now, like a big project. We need to have a big planner, people who have a big vision, long-term vision. Otherwise, it is hard. If we could start economic revolution right away, the positive part will be that people who are going after political party, they are focusing for their own development, own economic development. So I don't think people will go for them to take in the procession if they have a job, right? I'm talking about a little bit different way. Right now, every political party will see so many people gathering over there. I think it is happening because of unemployment problem. There is no big project, there is no big industry. But in the meantime, if we start economic planning, people rather choose to go to their work than to follow the political leaders.
You are right, Achyut. Sorry to interrupt you. You are right in that context, But do you think that our political leaders are really committed to the economic development of the country? Do you think that our political leaders are really committed to the development of the people? Or are they committed to their self-interest? You know, look at the picture, what is going on in the country. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants power. You know, nobody wants economic development. You know, nobody is committed to the people. Nobody is committed to the country. Everybody is committed to power. Everybody wants power by whatever means, you know, whatever be the means, fair or foul. Everybody wants to capture power. So I think, you know, first of all, they have to change their attitude. They have to change their attitude, and they have to develop sincere commitment to the people and the country. Then only, you know, you can address the problems facing the people. But at the moment, I don't find anybody really committed to the cause of the nation and the people.
Well, they should be committed if we are awakened, if the peoples are awake, that now politically I think Nepalese people are awake. Now they know that if they are not satisfied with the government, they could bring the change in the government.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They could bring the change in the system. They could bring revolution.
Yeah.
Like back in 1990, we had revolution. Then we just have revolution in short term. Now I take it positive way that people are awake now. Now they could judge who is doing right, who is doing wrong. So at the same time, as you said, maybe our political leaders are not ready for that, but it is our duty as a public, it is our duty, it is Nepalese people's duty to correct it, to punish it, to reward it, to the political party or the party people or the public servants. Public should be awake.
Yeah, you're right. There is certainly a silver lining, you know, that people have become very conscious. They have become very conscious over the last several years. You are right. Now, that consciousness of the people should be utilized for promoting accountability and transparency in the government and the people who are leading political parties.
Somehow I see a very bright future of Nepal. Hopefully, if God permits, if this agreement goes on, we have an election. Nepal and Nepalese people have been blessed. Technically speaking, if we see it positively, we've been really blessed, weather-wise, geographically wise. Just for an example, we have a Mount Everest. We have 7 big tallest mountain out of 9 or 10 tallest mountain. Tourism sector could flourish anytime. We have a hydropower, right? We have a tourism sector. We have a hydropower. We have a Mount Everest, so many tallest mountains, lots of resources, and plus one of the big blessings we have is that our hospitality nature. We are so hospitable. I mean, we are so kind in nature. We are so friendly. I remember one person say, who said that? Dr. Kulchandra Gautam from UN. He mentioned that we are so lucky that all the nations in the world, they love us. No one has any enmity about Nepal, you know. If we travel all over the world, we don't find any country or any people who doesn't like Nepal, you know. Everybody loves Nepal. Even today, let's say, so many countries, they are ready to help us, including international organizations like IMF, World Bank. So I really see the positive part of Nepal. So let's hope so. In the meantime, let's hope so, right?
Yeah.
What else we could do?
I'm not pessimistic. I'm also optimistic about all these things because, you know, there is bright future for our country, but we have to try for that.
We have to try for that.